Here in New Zealand, as we near the end of the summer vacation, thousands of young people, children and university students are preparing to return to their studies, and they will have many mixed feelings about that. Some will be excited about getting back to school, getting back to university, others maybe not so excited. But it gives us an opportunity to reflect on the process of education. What are we doing? And what's the very best way to make the most of a school, a university, a study, or even a work year? There'll be aspects of school and university life that people look forward to more than other aspects. Perhaps it's the study of a particular subject, or maybe it's the social life of the school, maybe it's some sport or some other extracurricular activity. There'll be other parts that you don't look forward to as much. Perhaps you begin the year with some resolutions about how hard you plan to work in some subjects so that you can do better, or where you want to spend your energy. I'd like to suggest to you that at the beginning of this new year, this new study year, there is one thing that will make all the difference, not just for the years that you spend as a young person studying, but for the rest of your life. And that is spending time in conversation with Jesus. You see, the real purpose of education is to prepare us, can we say, for eternity. Too often we reduce that understanding. We think that the role of a school is to prepare people to get jobs so that they can be happy, and that is an important part of what we are doing. But of course, a very successful school career isn't guaranteed to bring you happiness in the future. We all know many people who had great school careers, who did really well in exams, who succeeded, but then didn't do too well afterwards. We also know of many other people who did not do well at school, but then really came into their own and flourished after they left school. But we're even thinking broader than that. When we say that education is really about preparing someone for eternity, we're putting quite a different perspective on the educational endeavour. And this really needs to be at the heart, especially, I would suggest, of a Catholic school. Very often we understand the role of a Catholic school as being the imparting of knowledge about the faith, the teaching of doctrine, the rehearsing or the practicing of Catholic rituals, the Mass and the other sacraments, and all of those things are important. But all of those things remain lifeless if they are not the expression of a deep yearning for intimate relationship with Jesus. When we live that relationship with Jesus, our life finds meaning. You see, real meaning in life is not a human creation. It's not what we manage to do. It's not what we achieve. It's something that happens when we live in relationship with the one who transcends not just our school or study years, but the one who transcends all of our earthly human existence. When we live with that perspective, every moment of every day has meaning. Every struggle has meaning. And not just that every struggle and anxiety and worry has meaning, that every suffering has meaning, but every joy, every celebration is put into a broader context and given a deeper meaning. My encouragement for you as we begin this new year is that you make a commitment to spending some moments every day even informal in conversation with Jesus. Speak to him in an intimate and informal way. Ask for help. If you're not even sure if Jesus is real, tell him that. Lord, I'm not sure if you are there. I'm not sure if you are listening to me. But if you are there and if you are listening, I need your help. Show me that you are with me. Guide me. Lead me. Show me the meaning of life. I guarantee that if you practice that, even in a commitment for a week or two, you will notice that your life takes on a different perspective. That doesn't simply depend on how well you do in your studies or how well you play sport or engaged in the other school or university activities, but your life will take on a meaning that will last you not just the rest of your earthly life, but will carry you calmly into eternity.